Okay, I think we're good.
Okay, go for it.
What's this engraved on the tag? Is that an address?
Oh, you mean there's an address written on there?
It would appear to be Scotland Yard's and their telephone number. It is Scotland Yard's mascot, after all.
This tag, it's been ripped from one of the PC Badger toys. Yes, sir! The suspect was caught in the act of nicking this very toy. The tag was ripped off during the fight. What? Then this tag is... What we have here is the decisive evidence that she was trying to steal the cargo. No way! I wasn't expecting evidence like that!
Objection!
Ooh, witness! I was never informed of such evidence. If you had this in your possession, why didn't you hand it to the police?
Sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. I'm an expert at what I do. Am I
Yeah,
expert
I'm
at...
just gonna say that this evidence is inadmissible in court.
Yeah, a little bit. It's somewhat illegal. And my expert advice to myself was that I better keep this as my secret weapon.
And this kind of stuff happens all the time in Phoenix, right?
So I waited for the right moment to single-handedly settle this trial.
You dick just.
Looks like Flinch and I are both in uncharted waters now.
Nobody has any clue what's going on. This tag is vital evidence, and will be added to the court record, even though the police have not seen it or investigated it.
It's entirely possible that this could have been planted from the beginning.
Yes, absolutely.
Defense? Mr. Wright, was it?
Yes, Prosecutor Flinch?
Your appearance in this court was a very hastily decided affair.
That's true. The call from the Attorneys Association came out of nowhere.
Perhaps, in all the confusion, the request from your client escaped your attention. Were you not instructed to accept the sentence proposed by the prosecution?
Come to think of it, Miss Darklaw did say something about that before the trial. She's pleading guilty, so there's not much for you need to do.
Yeah.
I suggest you accept the punishment proposed by the prosecution. It was suggested, not required. So I'm going to turn down that offer and continue to do my thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you were asked to do.
That's what I was suggested to do.
You have convinced us all of your skill, so your good name will not suffer. Why not simply admit the defendant is guilty and call it a day?
Dots.
What do you say to that, Mr. Wright? Depending on your stance on this matter, the court may now pass the verdict.
My stance. That's something I don't need to think twice about. We will continue the trial.
End the trial. Oh, yeah, continue. Yes, yeah, sure. Why not?
The defense requests that the trial continue. The defense stands... Say what? The defense stands by its assertion that Espella Cantabella is not guilty.
This isn't the first time he's defended somebody who pled guilty.
Yeah.
And won.
Very well, Dots. Very well, Mr. Wright. If that's your desire, then I, too, have a request to make. Your Honor?
Yes, Prosecutor Flinch?
The prosecution calls its second witness.
Oh, that's check. Huh. Hey, wait a second. What about me? Hey, come on, guys. Don't forget about Johnny. Let me start from the top. No detail omitted.
I suggest you leave the witness stand and go back to witnessing your crimes on television.
Yes. Yes,
Drop the mic.
Oh, damn. May I remind you that we still don't know who the victim is?
Yeah. I believe a break is in order. The court will now adjourn for a 15-minute break. Mr. Flint, prepare your witness. Is that understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
The defense has no objections. Looks like Flinch finally got serious about this case. And that means the real game starts now.
Then what were we playing all night?
Oh! The prologue.
To be continued.
To be continued, but we're not done yet because we still got an episode to fill. Oh, damn.
I don't know.
But yes, I will save. Thanks.
So we've gone through 2 whole sections already.
Would you call... I mean, we still haven't gotten through Phoenix yet.
Oh, we haven't?
No,
oh, okay.
Phoenix that's actually about half of Phoenix's thing.
Oh, wow, okay.
Phew. Glad that part's over. The witness was quite a character.
I bet he'd love to be one. In a crime drama. He ended up making it a comedy, though. I'd hate it if poor Espel was found guilty because of his shaky testimony. But at least now it looks like we might be able to get Espella a not guilty verdict.
Yeah, I hope that'd cheer Espella up a bit.
Dolts.
Ah! I forgot about Darklaw.
She's reading my newspaper.
Maybe it's just me, but she doesn't look pleased. What do you want to bet that this lady is the spooky witch that they saw on the bridge?
I don't know.
What do you want to bet?
I'm not taking that bet.
Okay.
Oh, see you. I appreciate your efforts, Mr. Wright.
Thank you.
But while I understand your drive to win this case...
My drive?
This is not the time for your personal ambitions.
I don't...
I told you before, didn't I? That Espella is pleading guilty, and that you should accept the proposed punishment.
Dolts!
This incident has already been settled between our school and the police. But, Miss Darkblaw, Espella could be innocent! Believe me, it will be in Espella's best interest if you end the trial as soon as possible. The more this trial drags on, the more traumatic it is for this poor girl.
I'm sorry. She may be saying that she's guilty, but is she really? Dolts!
In any case, Mr. Wright, we don't want our school being shoved into the limelight because of this case. So if you could please refrain from picking at meaningless details such as that toy. Get this trial over with quickly. This is your client's wish, Mr. Wright.
Dots. I understand. I'll do my best.
It's a relief to hear that. Let's go, Espella.
Yes, Miss Darklaw.
What the heck was that all about? We've been busting our butts in there, trying to prove that Espella's innocent, and she just expects us to give up now?
Why are you yelling at me, Maya?
I'm trying not to yell because I feel like my neighbors might be asleep.
I don't blame you. But when you think about it, Darklaw is acting very strange.
Her own pupil's on trial, and she just stands around reading other people's newspapers.
Yeah, what's she so busy reading about anyway? There's nothing about Espella in that paper. Was she checking the soccer scores or something?
It's called football.
Maya's newspaper, the front page article is about jewel thieves in London. The break's almost over. We better go back. Flinch looked really confident about this new witness. I'm Espella's defense attorney. I'll stand by her no matter what. But I
love how they did the animations.
Yeah.
It does it's that little thing that they do.
Yeah, it's really cute. I like it. They really captured the spirit of the Ace Attorney games here.
The court will now reconvene. Prosecution, is your witness ready?
Of course, Your Honor. Bailiff, please bring her in.
Oh, hello. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Olivia Ardente.
Okay.
She's Italian.
Okay. You want me to do this one, or do you want to?
I feel like that'd be giving you too many voices, so I'll handle it. Otherwise, otherwise it's
can you
basically
do-
just. Yeah, I can do it.
Can you do an Italian accent?
I can do it.
Okay, I'm trusting you here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Don't you worry about my accent, bro. I got this.
Oh,
Here we go.
hang on. So I was just listening to her voice. Oh my.
I like her.
She just like clap a clam like a castanet.
Yes.
Yes, Miss Ardente is employed as a cook on the freighter where the crime happened.
A cook? That's a interesting attire you are wearing, Miss Al Dente.
This is my work outfit. It gets very hot
Okay.
in the kitchen, you know.
Oh god. I should have expected this. It would be a pleasant change after that chocoholic card you got on my nose.
You're a pervert. Nice.
Yes, I am.
Nice to see the judge is remaining impartial.
Miss Ardente discovered the defendant in the cargo hold when she went for supplies.
She found a speller. That would make her
It's me, Ardente.
the crew member that Johnny saw fighting with a speller.
That's right, Mr. Wright. Miss Ardente was the first person to discover the intruder.
Then she's the victim of assault. Hit with a steel pipe. How cruel.
If I'd only had my precious kitchen knife with me at the time, I'd have shown her the.
Exceptional.
Oh,
Except-
my
exceptional.
exceptional cutting skills, giggle.
Like exceptional, but in Italian.
Yes. If only I had seen her long pause. Go for it.
She's an expert potato peeler. You'd better watch out around her. Gulp.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'll keep that in mind. Witness, we will now hear your testimony. Describe to us what happened in the cargo hold.
Certamente, gladly.
What is happening outside my house? There's like shouting. Probably like college kids partying or something.
Probably. When I found the girl. When I went to the cargo hold to check on the supplies, it was past 10 p.m. And I found that girl hiding and clutching one of her bizarro toys. She made to run away, so I tried to stop her. Then she grabbed a pipe. She shot, but she fiercely swung the pipe at me. I tried to dodge, but she hit me in the head. I blacked out for a few minutes.
According to the medical report, you suffered a laceration to your head, correct?
Ah, that. It's covered in the chef art, so you can't see it now. But when I chop up veggies, it hurts in the rhythm of the strikes. Chop, chop, chop.
Chop, chop, chop. Oh no. That sounds most terrible, Miss Ardente.
I should have been more careful, but she looked like a little piccola girl.
Olivia is much taller than Espella.
She is? Yeah,
Apparently.
Espella's about the same size as you.
I may be short, but I'm well proportioned. That's what matters.
Damn, girl, yeah you are! Yeah you are, girl!
Especially when she's channeling me, am I right?
Flinch, flinch, flinch.
Yes.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to present the decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. This is a photograph of the defendant's fingerprints on the steel pipe.
Oh, damn.
As you can see, the fingerprints are very clear. They were left by the assailant. They've already been examined and found to be those of the defendant.
Well, that settles it. This is undoubtedly decisive evidence.
Move this out of the way.
Oh, sure. What? The fingerprints on the weapon are Aspella's?
Yeah, it's moving.
Just to put your inquisitive mind at peace, Mr. Wright, there were no other fingerprints.
The photograph shall be added to the evidence.
Yay.
Have I not warned you, Mr. Wright? Further examination is but a waste of time.
Nick, what do we do now? This evidence clearly points to Aspella.
Dots. We're pleading that Aspella's not guilty. And if she's innocent, then this witness is lying. All we need to do is expose that lie. I've got to think straight and focus on finding the truth.
The defense may cross-examine the witness. Just heard a little hip shake.
I went to the cargo hold to check on the supplies. It was past 10 p.m. You had to check the supplies at that late hour. You must be tough. It must be tough being a cook. Know the old saying, a thirsty sailor will drink the old Mediterranean Sea? That's why I always need to make sure we're properly stocked up, sweetie. Is she making those sayings up?
Yes.
Almost definitely.
The incident occurred at 10:20 p.m. when Smiles was doing the rounds. Yes.
I see. Why is it always on the judgment legs?
Just said understood.
Understood.
What happened to the cargo hold?
Yeah, well, as soon as it's like the scene changes, it resets.
That's weird. And I found that girl hiding and clutching one of them bizarro toys.
Hold it!
And this bizarre toy she was holding was none other than... PC Badger, was it? The girl held a tight grip, like a sea hawk holds its prey.
Are you certain it was the defendant?
It was kinda dark in that room, but I swear on Neptune it was her.
The witness engaged in a face-to-face fight with the defendant.
Hey!
Thanks very much, Cliche Gamer. We appreciate it. Also, I just realized that that needs to be up on top. I will put that to the top. There we go. Alright. Very good. Thank you very much, friend. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Even if the room was poorly lit, there's no doubt she would recognize her assailant.
Aspella was holding PC Badger. Did she intend to steal it?
What did the witness do upon discovering the intruder?
She made as if to run away, so I tried to stop her. Then she grabs a pipe.
Hold it!
The defendant tried to escape. She had nowhere to run, though, because she was at the far end of the room. I'm really good at catching chickens that try to run from the knife, so I caught her rapidamente.
And when you caught her, things took a violent turn.
Yeah, she was so small, you know. You wouldn't have think she had her in her. There was a steel pipe propped against the wall, right next to her. Was it the pipe from this picture? Yeah. She picked it up and held it in both hands. Then... She's short, but she fiercely swung the pipe at me. I tried to dodge. You sure it was the defendant that swung the pipe at you?
We know it was the defendant because her fingerprints were found on the weapon.
No.
As you can...
So, what's happening here?
As you can see, she held the pipe with both hands, just as the witness has stated.
Okay.
I spell his fingerprints. That's some hard evidence. But then again...
What is it, Nick?
There's something about those fingerprints.
Oh, it sounds like you're onto something, Nick.
Don't get too excited, it's just a hunch.
But if I'm having the hunch, then it's probably right.
Ah, that's true. These fingerprints, they don't look quite right to me for some reason. Espella swung this pipe while holding it in both hands.
In any case, pray tell us what happened after the defendant took a swing at you.
But she added, she hit me on the head. I blacked out for a few minutes. Hold it! Do you remember the moment you were hit? Sort of. It was dark, so I'm not exactly sure how it happened. See, I'm clever with my fingers, but not that good at dodging steel pipes, so I got it. And you're positive there was no one else at that crime scene? Yep. Ah, that cute guard suddenly walked in, sort of nonchalantly. Now that I think about it, the door suddenly opened and I turned towards it. That must have been when I got hit. So it was his fault. Eh? Oh, I'll have my revenge. They say my special spice blend is too strong for human consumption. I don't think you will ever be able to taste chocolate afterwards. And she says while smiling. Scary.
Johnny said he saw the moment Olivia was hit.
Yeah, and he didn't see anyone else in the room either. So when I came to, the guard boy had already captured the girl. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her testimony.
There probably is, though.
Yeah, probably. Still.
Got any ideas, Nick?
This one piece of evidence has been on my mind. It's not something easy to see, but it feels out of place.
I didn't notice anything. I better take a second look at the court record, hint hint.
I've got nothing concrete, just a hunch to go on, but should I present that? Okay, so I think what we want to do is we want to go to the part where it's talking about the fingerprints. She grabbed the pipe, fiercely swung at me. Which one was it? I believe it's this one right here where she grabbed the pipe.
Let's take a look at that pipe.
Yeah, is there a picture? Yeah, there is. Okay, so details. Alright, so I believe the problem with this is that it kind of looks as though it was being held like you would hold a walking stick. Like...
Yeah, I'm trying to, imagine how it was being held.
Yeah, like the small end would be up in front of you, and then the long end would be down towards you.
Yeah, the thumb, because the thumbs are near the end of it. So
Yes.
she would be holding it sort of underhand, like she was, like a walking stick.
So we agree that doesn't make sense, but the question is, do we just present that here? Is that what we
was
do?
the testimony that he kind of went on a tangent with?
I believe it was this one. She made to grab...
Can we double check?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Hold it! Hold it! Defendant tried to escape. Blah, blah, blah. Really good. Violent turn. And steel pipe. Pipe from this picture. Held in both hands, and then...
Maybe it was this one.
Maybe it was. Let me check.
Yeah, because I think it contradicts like her swinging it.
Yeah. You sure it was the defendant that swung the pipe at you? Yeah, we already heard. Fingerprints! Oh, it must be this one then.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, good
So
catch.
where it says that she swung it.
Good catch. Alright, so... Yeah, and they're talking about the thing now.
Okay.
Alrighty. I think after we get this one, we'll probably call it a night. We'll go until we hit the next testimony, and then we'll pause. How about that?
Alright.
Alright, present. Fingerprint photo. Objection! Oh, what? Oh no, it went to the next one. I forgot that it did that. I screwed it up. We lost an exclamation point.
Had exclamation points in this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Throwback.
Sorry. Going back, presenting.
Go back to Ace Attorney 1, huh?
Alright, so now we present. Objection! You're claiming that the defendant swung the pipe at you. Well, that's impossible.
It's impossible!
Why do you say that's... Absolutely American voice. Why do you say that, sweetie? The defendant's fingerprints were found on that pipe. However, there's a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Impossible!
That is most interesting. Well then, the defense shall explain. What in the photo of the fingerprints contradicts the testimony?
The position of the fingerprints.
Yeah.
It's the position of the fingerprints, Your Honor.
Oh, the position?
I love his eyes.
Ooh, demonstration. According to the witness's testimony, the defendant held the pipe like this.
The power of 3D animation.
They did some cool stuff with like this in the 5th game, and I was like really impressed with it.
Yeah.
In order to hit the Huh?
I haven't played that one.
Maybe we'll stream it sometime. In order to hit the witness on the head, she raised the pipe like so. That is preciso what she did. And then she struck from above. But here's the problem. Think about the fingerprints that she would have left had she done just that.
What are you getting at, Mr. Wright?
Look closely at the way I'm holding the pipe. In this situation, the fingerprints would look like this. The thumb is above the other fingers.
Indeed. There is no doubt about it.
Now take a look at the fingerprints that were actually left on the pipe. Oh.
Goodness! The thumb, it's below the other fingers.
It could also mean that she caught it. She was swinging at her.
That's Oh yeah, actually that does make sense. As if someone.
If she was being attacked and she caught it.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it actually. That's right, Miss Al Dente. What is it? Had the defendant attacked you as you had described, the fingerprints would have been the other way around, which means something's not right with your testimony.
Well, this is new music.
No, it's just a remix.
Well, new music for this that we haven't heard yet in this game.
Yeah.
Order! What's the meaning of this? Order! These fingerprints were submitted as decisive evidence. How come this contradiction was not brought to light before?
No!
Miss Al Dente, what do you have to say about this? Danger, danger.
Whoa.
Excuse me, Miss Al Dente? No one to bring out the full sweetness of a sweet potato? Uh-huh. You use a pinch of salt. Interesting, right? You might use salt to make something taste sweeter. I'm not following. I remember it now. It was the other way around, not as you'd expect it. I'm sorry, I got a bit confused. You'd normally hold the pipe like that. But she's so small and the pipe is so heavy, she held it the other way.
The other way?
Not like this. She held it this way. Objection! But you testified that she fiercely swung the pipe at you! I'm telling you, I got confused. Olivia's sorry, okay? How could you mistake the way she held the pipe if she was right in front of you? Well, why don't you go fry an egg? What does it matter if she held it one way or another?
Why don't you go suck an egg?
Oh, damn. You wouldn't call a slightly salted sweet potato a salty potato, because it's still a sweet potato, no matter what you add to it.
The witness probably has a point, doesn't she, Mr. Wright?
He has no idea.
Are you asking me, dickbag?
I'm just as lost as you are.
So the defendant attacked the witness, holding a pipe backhanded. It seems a bit unnatural, but it does make sense, I suppose.
Indeed it does, Your Honor. There was no problem with this evidence after all.
Does the defense agree?
Yeah, probably.
No, we gotta slow zoom in. We can't agree. If I agree that there are no problems with this evidence, we'll be one step away from losing this case. There's gotta be a contradiction somewhere in this fishy testimony. Could Espella have hit Olivia holding the pipe backhanded? Prove there's a contradiction. Oh, but you know what? Maybe this is a good point. Can I actually save right now? I don't think I can save right now, so I guess we're doing this. Prove that there's a contradiction? Yeah, I guess we're just gonna keep going.
I guess so.
Yeah, I guess. Let's do it.
Sometimes Ace Attorney tries to trick you with this, but we're still early on.
Yeah. Well, Miss Al Dente, I'm afraid that you're in a pickle now.
Yeah!
Yeah! I don't really see why. Adding a pack of lies to a testimony can turn things very sour for a witness.
It would seem the defense is prepared to prove its claim that there was a contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Correct, Your Honor. I won't know until I try.
The defense shall now present evidence to the court.
The evidence contradicting the assertion. I guess it's probably... It might actually be the torch, right?
Wait. Just holding the pipe backhanded is...
Huh.
Why would it be the torch?
Well, because the torch shows a way that it could... I don't know. Hit with a long...
Wait, can we even look at the torch?
I think it might... Yeah, no.
I think the fact that the torch has fingerprints might be important.
We can't, actually. Although, it might be the whole back to the... hit with the back of the head thing.
Okay, so the evidence contradicting the assertion that the defendant hit the witness holding the pipe backhanded.
It would be very... I think the problem is... Okay, so they proved that Maya was too short to hit Olivia in the back of the head.
So we know that the victim was hit in the back of the head.
Yeah, she was hit in the back of the head.
The defendant was held the pipe backhanded.
Mm-hmm. I think it's the medical report, because it would be a lot easier to hit somebody in the back of the head from that standpoint regardless. It would be...
Yeah, if you were holding it backhanded, you would, like...
Probably aim for the ribs, wouldn't you?
Like the ribs, or maybe, like, you would... I feel like if you were holding it backhanded, you would try to, like, stab somebody with it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna present the medical report.
I mean... Yeah,
Sound
it kind of depends on how you're... Because, like, if they held it and kind of, like, tried stabbing her with it, she could probably still hit the back of the head. It might be difficult, but it might be possible.
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
But I feel like, yeah, it probably is the medical report.
Okay, doing it. Take that! As Miss Al Dente, you previously testified that you were using that hat to cover the wound you received in the assault. It's normal for senoritas to cover up things they don't want others to see.
Senorita.
Oh, but that's not all. You also described the defendant as little, if you recall. That is to say, Miss Cantabella is, at the very least, shorter than you.
Yeah, Chad, don't give us help unless we ask for it.
Yeah, please. I've grown tall and healthy thanks to my wonderful Mediterranean sunshine. Let me ask you then. How did a girl shorter than you, holding a heavy pipe backhanded, manage to land a blow onto the back of your head? I'd say it's impossible. The fingerprints on the weapon show that the defendant held it backhanded. But even if she didn't, it is highly unlikely she would have been able to hit Miss Al Dente's head like that.
Is there anybody in this court?
Order! I will have order!
What is the defense
getting at?
Even if it was highly unlikely, it cannot be proven that it was impossible.
Fair.
Miss Cantabella's fingerprints were found on that pipe, Your Honor. Nothing can change the fact that it was the defendant who held the weapon.
No.
Dots.
Very loud dots.
That is so. Does the defense have any comments?
I can't deny that. It's clear that Espella did hold the pipe.
She held it like this, right? Why would she do that? It'd be hard to hit anyone like this.
She's holding it like that specifically to show that it was probably to catch the pipe that was coming. Yeah.
I can't figure that out.
Oh! When she holds it like that. Oh, wow, look at that. When she holds it like that, it's as if.
The court recognizes the validity of the prosecution's objection. The fingerprints on the weapon prove that it was used by the defendant.
Objection! The defendant's fingerprints may be on that pipe, however. That doesn't prove she hit anyone with it.
Objection. Nonsense! Why else should we pick a steel pipe up for?
Methinks that it might be a little bit of time before the next testimony, but I think that we should figure out exactly what she would pick up the steel pipe for next time on Dragon Ball Z.
You keep saying that.
I know, because it's catchy. I'm gonna save here, because I accidentally screwed this up the last time I played this game.
Oh yeah, save.
That's important.
Always save in Phoenix Wright.
See you next time.